Hey man, welcome back to the Superdivorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Villars here, aka Superdivorce, and tonight we are continuing our Evercade program series playing the Evercade system. This is an Evercade cartridge called Atari Collection 2. Where did I put the damn shit? Here we go. This is the Atari Collection 2, which is the 5th Evercade cartridge in the, whatever they call this series of cartridges. What's up, Ghoulie? Ghoulie's here. My apologies for not getting started on time. I said the other evening I was going to try and start this stream around 10 o'clock, and obviously it's not 10 o'clock anymore. It's almost 10 till 11, in fact. But better late than never, and here we are. Atari Collection number 2 on the Evercade. The Evercade, in case you're not familiar with it, it's this nifty little system with these nifty little cartridges. It's a new system. It came out a couple years ago. There's a handheld version, and there is like a console version that you would keep at home to hook up to your television set. That's what we'll be playing on tonight, is the home console version. Some of the games only work on the handheld for whatever reason, but tonight we're playing on the home console version. I've got the white version, the white and red striped version. There's a new one that is coming out later this year, I think in July, an upgraded version. It's black with this fantastic blue highlighting, like a cool neon blue. It looks awesome. Pre-orders for that go up on April 30th, and I will be pre-ordering that. Bet. You bet. It looks awesome. It just looks fantastic. And also, pre-orders are going to be going live for the Tomb Raider collection on the Evercade. So some cool ass games are available on this system. And tonight we're going to be trying out some Atari games in this collection number 2. The very first episode of the Evercade program we did, we played Atari Collection 1. And you hear this? A little snapping. The snapping closed. That is the sound of the cartridge box. You get a nice sturdy cartridge box made of plastic with every Evercade cartridge that you buy. And also, every cartridge comes with a fancy instruction booklet that you can hold in your hands and flip through. Oftentimes they give you a little blurb about the games that are involved and a brief explanation of the control scheme, which is nice. You know what they don't do? They don't leave a big empty space inside the cartridge box with a QR code or a website that you have to go to if you want to find the instructions. They give you a gosh darn instruction manual. And in these times, that's quite something. That's a big selling point as far as I'm concerned. That might seem like a small detail, but to gamers of a certain age, people who grew up with these kinds of things love the tactile feel of video game cartridges and booklets in their hands. You're gonna love that. That detail is just left out of the equation so often with newer games. And I think it's a big mistake. I really do. I think it's a big, big mistake to leave that out. So now, before I get into air-sea battle, that's what we're going to start with tonight. I'm going to do this. I'm going to open up a Pabst Blue Ribbon this evening. That's what I'm drinking right now. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Let me just move that over so I can access it more easily, in fact. Oh, you know what? I just saw that. Ghoulie said, on me saying I was late for tonight's stream, actually, let me amend that. I'm not late, because what I meant by 10 p.m. was 10 p.m. Central Time. So in that case, I'm actually early. Thank you for the heads up there, Ghoulie dude. I appreciate you. All right. Now then, let us take a look at Air-Sea Battle. Here we are. And what I'm going to do for you before I read the blurb on screen is I'll see what they had to say in the Atari Collection 2 booklet. Actually, before that, here's a little blurb about Atari. For all of you who may not know anything about Atari, here's a small sampling. Very, very small sampling. There are books and books and books and podcasts and interviews with the creators of these games, with the creators of Atari itself. A very, very intriguing history there at Atari. I've become slightly obsessed with it myself. I've got multiple books on the topic. I'm making an Atari game. I'm working on an actual Atari 2600 game. It's one of the most difficult things that I've ever done in my life, but I'm working on it. Anyway, here's what the Evercade people have to say about Atari. Atari Inc., founded in Sunnyvale, California in 1972 by Nolan Bushnell and Ted Dabney. The company was a pioneer in arcade games, home video game consoles, and home computers. In 1977, Atari launched the legendary Atari 2600, originally just known as the Atari VCS, the Video Computer System. This was the first mass-market home console and sold over 30 million units. Atari played a major role in shaping the electronic entertainment industry in the 1970s to the mid-1980s. And a quote here from Atari's founder, Nolan Bushnell. He says, "Everyone who's ever taken a shower has an idea. It's the person who gets out of the shower, dries off, and does something about it who makes a difference." And how right he is old Nolan Bushnell. Very intriguing, interesting, and wisdom-filled fellow. I would highly recommend, after this stream is over, of course, everyone go off into YouTube land and look up some interviews with Nolan Bushnell. You won't be disappointed. How many guys can say that they were Steve Jobs' boss? Because he was at one point. He even wrote a book called Finding the Next Steve Jobs. In 2010, I think, is when that one came out. So he's an interesting guy. Very knowledgeable. Very much full of wisdom. Now, Air-Sea Battle. That's what we're going to start with. Air-Sea Battle. Let me find the page. It's going to be on page number 4. They just say, this is primarily a 2-player game, but still playable as a single-player game of skill. So let's see what happens when we try to play it all by our lonesomes. Load it up. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on. Hold on a second. I didn't read you this. I always have to read the Air-Sea Battle blurb, or the blurb for any game. That's part of the fun and the mystique of the Evercade, is when you click on the blurb and you get to read what the Evercade system has to say about the game. It'll sort of your palate. Air-Sea Battle. Get to the battle stations. In this Atari 2600 Classic, you'll engage in a variety of battles between air and sea. Man anti-air guns to take down attacking aircraft. Use your submarine torpedoes to sink enemy ships. Fire the massive air cannons of a battleship at buzzing foes overhead. Fly a deadly bomber and unleash your payload. Take part in a duel to the finish between a bomber and a battleship, or just head to the shooting gallery for a little light fun. Try to take down more targets than your opponent before time runs out. It takes good timing and steady aim to win in this test of skill. Modes 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27 are single-player games. All other modes are 2-player games. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and 27. Seems like those all have something in common. Wonder what that could be. So we need to go to, we need to change the mode. How do we do that on the Evercade? Let me see if they tell us. Game, select game mode. We will do that with the, I think the select button. That makes sense. Select 2, 3. Okay, here's a single player mode. And let's start. So we're playing against the computer. Computer guy is over there on the left. I'm the orange. Nope. Didn't do a good job on that one. Oh, I got one. Okay. All right. Got him. It's all tied up at 3s. Now I'm going to go for this guy on the bottom. Got him. I got a chance for the guy on the top. Boom. Oh, okay. Those guys are moving quick. Got the guy on the top. I didn't see that coming. I think. Oh, just a tad behind. I'm getting so close. There we go. Okay. All right. I don't know what we're playing to here. 8. Gotcha. Get the pink guy here. Got him. A 10. And now we got some slow moving guys. No big deal. Got him. I'll get this middle fella. Take his ass right about now. There we go. It's turned into a bloodbath here. The computer has no chance. It's over for him. Oh, shit. Oh! A little bit too early. Got it. Again, I don't know if we just keep going. Or if there's going to be some point where they cut it off. I'll get to 20 and then mercifully end this round. I just want to see if I can... Okay. Come on. Yes. Yes, sir. It seems strict. What? Oh, we got some blinking going on now. Okay. Time is probably just about up. Because we got the blinking... Man, come on. There we go. Let me get to 20. Let's get to that 20 number. Alright, I'm happy with that. It's over. So either time ran out or they just capped it at 20. I'm not sure. Ghoulie said it seems my opponent's just simply shooting. He wasn't really being very systematic with his shots there. 3, 6. This mode looks kind of like the same type of deal. Let's see if we can. 9, we got battleships that we got to take out in this one. 12, got some sea creatures down there at the bottom. 15, we got some duckies. Duckies and smiley faces. Now this may be the mode you put on for a little kid. If your little brother or your little cousin came over and they had the types of parents who were like, we don't want him playing those violent video games. Don't let him play those games. I know that Atari, that has games where you have to shoot planes. There are people in those planes. And ships, there are people on those ships. The ships have captains and crews. We don't want little Jimmy playing that game. You say, no, wait. No, wait. He doesn't have to play that game. He can shoot the duckies and the smiley faces. Maybe they'd say okay, or maybe they'd be even more taken aback. Oh, I don't want my son shooting duckies. He takes his ducky into the bath with him. And why would he shoot a smiley face? What did the smiley face do wrong? All right, fine. We won't let little Jimmy play the Atari. Got it. Fine. Fine. And then as soon as they leave, you hook up the PS5 and you let them play a little Mortal Kombat 1. That's how that goes. 15. 18. Get you some ships and some planes. 21. Similar mix. 24. Are you playing as maybe you play as the plane in this one. Let me see. Yes, this one you play as the plane. Oh no, you don't. You play as the ship. You gotta kill the plane in this particular mode. You can blow up the plane, you can blow up... What are these, sort of, Oh! Well, little Jimmy will grow some balls, you know, while the parents are away. He'll become a man's man. You'll teach him some fatalities, you know. Show him the way the world really works. Show him it's not all duckies and smiley faces. Sometimes you gotta rip a guy's head off and swing him around by his spinal column. Okay. Alright, well there we go. I think we've done our due diligence with that one. Air-Sea Battle. Be a fun game to play with your friends. What's next? Next up is Asteroids on the Atari 7800. And what we're going to say about Asteroids is this. In the booklet, Evercade says, you pilot a small ship among the black void of space, and you have landed amidst a field of asteroids mindlessly bent on your destruction. Shoot them down, transform them into smaller and smaller pieces, and survive the debris in a game that has one goal and one goal only outside of that. Get that score as high as possible. Ghoulie gave Air-Sea Battle a 600 Ghoulie dudes out of a possible 1,000 Ghoulie dudes. Very basic, but nonetheless something enjoyable. I'll give it 650. 650 Superdivorce'S out of a possible 1,000 Superdivorce'S for Air-Sea Battle. Now let's check out Asteroids. The Evercade system blurb says this. Start blasting! It's your only way out of this cloud of hurtling astral bodies. Peripheral vision, lightning reflexes, and steady control. That's what it takes to save your ship and your life. Take on the destructive space rocks on your own, or play with a friend in 3 different 2-player modes. Challenge 4 difficulty levels and try to earn a high score. Let's try on the 7800. We're coming from the 2600 over to the 7800 now with Asteroids. And you can tell you're getting quite a bit more detail, you see, here on the 7800. And Asteroids, of course. Oh, we got a little guy coming in. You might say, why aren't you moving around a bunch? Because I kind of like to park my ass in Asteroids. It's a fairly good stratagem to not be dipsy-doodling all around if you don't have to. See this? See how it works? You can just kind of pick your spot. And if you try to fancy boy all around, you often end up running into something or having something run into you. It makes it a lot more difficult. So, I'm gonna stick right here for the most part. Oh shit! See, it backfired. Now I'm getting roned because, damn it. Well, it didn't work very well. You know why? Because that doesn't quite happen when you play Asteroids on the 2600, which is the version I'm used to playing. I don't think I've ever played Asteroids on the 7800 before until now. So that's something. I have to realize my strategy is going to need some work. I'm going to have to come back to that at some point. But there you go. That's asteroids on the 7800. Looks fun. Looks nice. I like the detail in it. You might look at that, but what do you mean detail? That's not detailed. That doesn't look new. That doesn't have good graphics. Play asteroids on the 2600 and you'll see what I mean. It's got, see that? It's got shading on the asteroids. You got the little spaceship coming in. That doesn't happen on the 2600. At least I don't think it does. And yeah, the shits don't move quite as quickly. So it's a little more challenge. It's actually much more challenging on the 7800. I will say that. Oh, Ghouly's got a Love Life update. Let's hear it. What's going on in the Love Life, Ghouly? Please fill us in. Let us know how that's going. As we head on over to Basket Brawl on the 78 Hundo. Basket Brawl. Let me find it in the booklet, page 7. Basket Brawl. About the game. Evercade booklet says, bring those street smarts to the court and battle it all with both your passing, dribbling, and shooting skills as well as your fists in this arcade brawler mixed in with a sports game. Fast-paced action and a liberal interpretation of the rules make this Atari title innovative and unique in the early sports genre, as well as a game that you'll want to play time and time again. They said it's a liberal interpretation, created by a bunch of Democrats. 7800. Let's see what the 7800 can do here with Basket Brawl. But first, let's read the Evercade system blurb. Part sport, part street fight. It's Basket Brawl. Pick your favorite character and take on all comers to see who is top of the league. There won't be any awards for gentlemanly conduct here. This is a no-holds-barred battle for court dominance, and if that means feeding the opposition a knuckle sandwich, so be it. Even the ref is getting in on the action. So watch out for flying knives from courtside. Grab power-ups that appear on the court to give yourself an edge over the competition. But beware, they can use those power-ups just as easily as you can. Whoever scores the most baskets by the time the clock counts down moves on to the next round. Play as dirty as it takes to win the championship and prove you're the king of the streets. All right. Let's check it out. Basket Brawl. Ghouly's Love Life update. Let me check in on that. What does Ghouly say? He says he's gotten over the first girl. That's old news. She's old hat now. First girl is in the rear view. We don't care about her anymore. He says even though he never asked her out, however, there was the other girl that goes to his school that he's still kind of catching feelings for. Well, is she catching feelings for you? Because that's... Oh, and he says, plus there's another girl from his church who's his age instead of a bit older, who he's also getting some feelings for. He's about to wind up in a bizarre love triangle. Be careful, Ghouly. Don't go catching feelings for a million girls at once. You're going to end up breaking a bunch of hearts over there. That's the demo. Let me see. Players 1. Player 1, Team 1. Game mode. I guess we'll keep it on medium. Game time 1 minute. Sure. Let's play. Basket Brawl character selection. We got Vimy. That's a weird name. Vimy. Vimy, Buster, Slash, Simon, Biff, and Brewster. I'm going to be Vimy. Yeah, looks good. Let's go. I'm over there on... I got the Pompadour. Well, no, I don't want to shoot from there. Oh, I can punch. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, so did I just take it? What the hell? What are you doing here? Pass it to me. There we go. I got a basket. Punch him. Here, pass. Oh, you shit. Come on, man. Come on. Well, you don't have... I see some knives flying out there. Oh, the referee is just tossing knives. Man, it's not very accurate. Look at that. Look at that. They're getting all the boards. Not even like... It's not even close. Basket brawl. Game 1 results. Team 2 wins. Well, that's pretty lame. Okay. I don't know. I'm not impressed with that. I'm not impressed with basket brawl. We're going back. We're going to do some bowling. We're going to do some bowling here. Some VCS 26 hundo bowling coming up. Where's the bowling? Oh, okay. Page 4. Looking in the booklet for the bowling explanation. About the game. Will you be the king of the 10-pin alley, or will you strike out in a bad way? Can you strike out in a good way? Never heard of that. How can you strike out in a good way? You can strike out in a safe way. The grocery store. If you were to take your friend into the local Safeway grocery store, and he goes down to the end of one aisle and you stand at the other end, and he tosses a pitch your way, and you take a bat with you and you swing at the ball after he throws it, you strike 1, and he does it 2 more times, you get strike 3, then you struck out in a safe way. Not a good way, but a safe way. Oh, going back to Ghoulie real quick, he said the thing with the girl from his church is that he hasn't really gotten to know her as well, but she has told Ghoulie that she thinks he's quite funny. Well, girls love a funny guy. They love a guy who can make them laugh. So that's good news for you, a Ghoulie dude. If she's in fact the one who you are most smitten with. But be careful as you're playing the field. Like I said, you don't want to gain a reputation as a heartbreaker. It's one thing to be the heartbreak kid Shawn Michaels in the world of professional wrestling. It's another thing to be the heartbreak kid Ghoulie dude and then show up to church and no one wants to talk to you because you've gained a reputation as a Lothario, much like Shawn Michaels' mentor Jose Lothario. You don't want to gain a reputation as a Lothario or a playboy. What's up, Jorfus? How's it going tonight? Good to see you. Anyway, bowling. Will you strike out in a bad way? Bowling brings what you love about the awkward shoe-wearing sport and boils it down into the elements we all know and love. Scoring, winning, and shooting some turkeys. That's right. Let's see if we can get some turkeys going. But first, let's read the Evercade system blurb. Can you bowl a perfect 300 game? Grab the ball, get into position, and try to get a strike by knocking down all the pins. You get 2 tries at each frame, and a full game lasts 10 frames. Some modes allow you to put spin on the ball, allowing you to pull off some miraculous tricks. Use the select game mode button to choose between the different variations, each offering its own spin rules. Games 1, 3, and 5 are for single player. Games 2, 4, and 6 allow 2 players to compete, taking turns. Try to bowl 12 consecutive strikes and get a perfect score, which I've never done in real life. I don't think the majority of people in the world have ever bowled a perfect 300 game. I don't think I've even gotten close. I do like bowling, though. I'm a big fan of bowling. I love going to the bowling alley. I love the atmosphere. It's fantastic. Wait, which modes did they say? Sorry. Games 1, 3, and 5 are for single player. Okay. That's what I thought. Just want to make sure. Ghoulie has barely ever bowled over 100. I can break 100 pretty easily. I think I may have broken 200 like once or twice in my life. I was bowling pretty regularly for a while there. I used to do an after-school bowling program. But that's been a long time ago. It would be a struggle for me to break 100 right now, probably. But there was a time when I was much better. I'm not as good as I once was. Jorphus, you ever go bowling? You ever do any bowling? Send it on down the lane there. Hey, that's not so bad. Back up the ball return. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, I got a power up there. That like set me on fire. Let me see. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try 8, 9. Let me try and bowl it from the 9th position there. Ah, that wasn't so good. I need to go up more. 1, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's try from the 11th spot. That seems to be a good place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let her rip. Ooh. So maybe it needs to be from spot 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good enough for a spare. There we go. Oh, Jorphus has a love interest. Well, look at that. Congratulations, Jorphus. How's it going? Jorphus, his love interest, loves video games and wants to train kung fu like him. And she likes dark humor. She's the one. Ghoulie says that they might as well get married. You better get to work. Get yourself a job. Start saving up for that ring. 1, 2. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let it rip. Oh, I thought that was the one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Spot number 11. Hey, good enough. Good enough for a nice spare. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. No, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try that again. Still missed it. Gosh darn it. When I did number 11, it didn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Letting her rip there. How will I ever get a turkey? I'll never get a turkey at this rate. I'll try 11 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me just try 12. Maybe I need to go up one more. See what happens with 12. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let her rip. That was no good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, gosh darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's try from position number 13 and see if that gets us a strike. Nope. Nope, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was 15. I don't know. All right. That's fine, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I'll finish the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Sometimes it moves 2 spots, and I'm like, hold on, did I count 1 or 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe I'll just go 1 more. I think that's 16. And that's no good. That I just die. So I'll just line it up and I'll just toss it down any which way. It doesn't even matter now. There. Let her rip. I'm not even going to get a single strike. How pathetic. How pathetic to go out there and not even get a single gosh darn strike in the whole game. Here I was hoping for turkeys. And I'm left with a wishbone. I'm left with someone else's leftover wishbone. Look at that. You think it's going to be good. You think you've done a good job. Well, we broke 100 at least. I guess that's okay. That's the end. 112. All right. Whatever. Very well. What's next? Atari 7800 Centipede. Now, I love Centipede, so I'm looking forward to this. Let me see now. Let me find Centipede in here in the booklet so I can read you a story about Centipede as written by the Evercade booklet. The Evercade booklet actually wrote this. The Evercade booklet itself wrote this blurb. And it says, Centipede on the 78 Hundo was designed to be as close to the arcade version as possible, using the same graphics and game mechanics. Be prepared to be addicted to the button-smashing action of the best-ever home port of the arcade game. 4 skill levels are included in the game to challenge any player. Your objective is to defeat the evil insects that are out to get you. Watch out for spiders and scorpions. Both will deliver boosts to your scoring. Donna Bailey was one of the only female developers in gaming at that time and was integral to the success of this classic game. Now that's how it's done, is what Donna Bailey did. She came in there to Atari, and she got the job damn done. You know what they did? Back in the Donna Bailey days when you got hired at Atari, they threw you some schematics of how the system worked, whichever you were programming for. If it was for the arcade, they'd hand you the schematics of the arcade boards. If it was for the 2600 or the 7800 here. Now, Donna Bailey programmed the arcade version, I believe. I'm not sure if she did the 7800 version as well. I don't think she did. But anyway, they would hand you the schematics and they'd say, have at it. And you have to go off. A lot of people weren't sharing code back then because it was they were kind of secretive. It's not like someone would make a game and then the code for their game was made public for everyone else to use. A lot of people kept that stuff close to the chest. And they didn't want to give away their secrets because they were competing with each other to a degree. So, in cutthroat times, Donna Bailey came in. No one was throwing her a bone because she was a female. She just did the damn thing better than about anyone else. Male or female, didn't matter. She walked in there and she owned it. And she created one of the most classic arcade games of all time. So you gotta tip your cap to that. No DEI horse shit going on there. Just pure skill and grit and determination. And she got the gosh darn job done. Like I said, no bones thrown her way just because she was a girl. She didn't need it. She didn't need any extra help. She's just as capable as anyone else, just like any other female out there who wants to make games. That's what I would say. That'd be my message to you. That should be the message. That kind of message should be, put out there a bit more often. There was no quota. There was no one forcing Atari to hire a female game programmer. She just did it. Amazing, isn't it? Anyhow, all right. Let me open up here. Let me take a look at the chat first. Ghoulie and Jorfus, they're talking about the age at which you can get married in Argentina. They're talking about the first time Jorfus met his current love interest. He said it was in a stupid way, the most stupid way possible. Jorfus met his love interest because he was in free time on his class, and his friends were playing ping pong. So they told Jorfus's friends told him to ask someone from a certain class that was also on free time to join the ping pong session. And Jorfus went and asked his crush to play ping pong, but she was in exam time. I suppose she was in the middle of a test. I don't know what your school looks like, but how would that work? Did you just walk down the hallway into a class where everyone was quietly taking a test and say, "Hey, you want to play some ping pong?" How's that work? Here's what they say about Centipede on the Evercade system blurb. It says, "The peace-loving elves of the Enchanted Forest are being terrorized by pests. A troublesome flea, a mischievous spider, a poisonous scorpion, and worst of all, a giant centipede. It's up to the heroic elf Oliver to use his magic wand to fend off these fiends and chase them away from the Mushroom Garden for good. Centipede is Atari's legendary shoot-'em-up that sees you squaring off with a multi-segmented giant centipede. As the centipede makes its way down the screen, you need to try to eliminate it piece by piece. Piece by piece! Aim carefully, as taking out a middle segment will split the creature and leave you with twice the problems. All the while, various other insects will get in your way to make things more difficult. How long can you keep the nefarious centipede at bay? Use the select game mode button to choose a difficulty level and whether you want to play single player, 2-player, alternating 2-player competitive, or 2-player team play mode. We're going to be playing 1-player mode, competing against ourselves. Okay. Let's try on the 7800. Standard mode, 1-player. Here we are. This feels nice right off the bat. Of course, these are not exactly arcade graphics, but it's a lot closer than the 2600 version. The 2600 version, everything is just like it basically looks like bricks. Your ship is just like a little rectangle, and then the centipede is just like a bunch of rectangles, segmented next to each other. So this, you actually get the look of the centipede, you get the look of the scorpions. You get the look of the mushrooms. Nope. There you go. Nope. Oh, shit! Damn it. I got greedy. Nope. I was gonna go for him, and I decided not to. Alright, gonna have to do a little maneuvering here. Oh. 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 It's getting hot. There we go. Alright, good. Yep. They're dropping on me. Got him. Got ourselves an extra life. A free man, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it free man. I call it an extra life. Some people like to say an extra guy. Damn it. I was hemmed in on that one. Not much I could do there. That was... They got me. Yeah, you shut up. You stupid dummy. Got him. You want to keep this region. Oh, shit! Damn it! Walked right into it. What a joke. Yep, come on. Damn! Man, the little scorpion leg. Game over? Alright, yeah, I mean, I could sit here and play that game all night, to be honest with you. I love Centipede. Much more fun to play with a trackball. Much more intuitive. But I won't fault it too much. That's a good version. That's a nice solid version right there on the 78 Hundo. Highly recommend. What's next? We're going to go down to Dark Chambers. And what are we saying about Dark Chambers here? Dark Chambers, in the Evercade booklet, it says this. About the game. Making your way through a dangerous cavern is not the safest route many of us would take, but it is the path of the hero in Dark Chambers, an early survival horror that tasks you with eliminating threats while also running away from them. If you think that's a management challenge, just remember how easy it is to get lost, and you have all the makings of a classic horror plot. Alright, Ghoulie, well, thanks for hanging out for a bit, bud. Might be doing some Legos this weekend, so if you're free, hope to see ya. Do a little pop-in, say hello. Have a good evening. Alright, Dark Chambers. Here's the Evercade system blurb. The darkness is upon you. You're on a dangerous search, deep underground. Monsters wait around every corner. Exits only take you deeper into the maze. Find weapons and items in the darkness to help you fend off your enemies and open locked doors. Grab every treasure you see and fight your way deeper into the caverns. Your strength is enough to handle the weaker ghouls, but are you a match for the strongest? Your goal in this action-adventure game is to find the exit on each floor of the dungeon and make your way through all 26 stages. Use the Select Game Mode button to choose between single-player and two-player modes and your desired skill level. Only the mightiest of heroes will be able to conquer the dungeon on the highest skill level. Well, let's see what we can do here. Dark Chambers, a 2600 game from 1988. Pretty deep into the life of the, I'd say the initial life of the 2600. It's been revivified over the years with home brews and such on the internet, but for that initial run, this is pretty late in the game, the 2600. Entering level 0. Okay, let's go. We got our guy here. We get to shoot at these ghouls. So it's like they go through some different phases, it seems. Oh! So he turns from a wizard to a ghost to a skeleton to a fat guy to like a jolly green fat guy. The jolly green fat guy is like the lowest level. So this guy should turn into a skeleton, fat guy, and there you go. I don't know what's going on with this. We get a key there. We shoot the big skeletal head. We're also racking up points as we go, so I suppose we want to find our way out here. Uh-oh. I took a little damage there. So we will shoot in all directions. You can shoot diagonally. That's nice. Oh, there's another one of those guys. One of those dudes who's spawning the enemies, like an enemy spawner. So if I go down and take him out, maybe I'll get another, Nope! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Nope, what did we get there? Got something to eat. Hey, Jess! Ghoulie just left. You missed Ghoulie. But Jorphus is still around, I think. Hanging out here. I at least would like to try to find the end of the first level. That would be good. Perhaps. Turning all these ghosts into skeletons and then jolly green fat guys. I don't understand. Why is it? It seems like it would be the reverse. Like you'd start out as a jolly fat guy and then you kill him and then he turns into a maybe a kill. What is that? An extra gun? That's the way out, I suppose. Why wouldn't you kill the fat guy and then maybe have him turn into the skeleton? And then the ghost. You get wizard, ghost, skeleton, fat guy. I don't see the logic in that. Not sure how that works. Okay, entering level E. Oh, so it wasn't... I guess they didn't start us on level... Whatever. Okay. Well, you know, I think we've seen enough of that for right now. Not going to beat the entire thing, but you get the gist of it. Dark Chambers. What's next? Demons to Diamonds. I like this game. I like Demons to Diamonds. Did a video about this game on its own. I did a Demons to Diamonds reviews itself video right here on this channel. Got Demons to Diamonds on page 6 here of the Evercade booklet. And it says this. About the game. A scrolling shooter with multiple enemies on screen and only one of you. Demons to Diamonds is a points chase, but also a twitch reflex game where mastery and skill really pay off in the later levels. Shoot the red enemies and avoid the white. Simple enough. Shoot the red enemies, avoid the white. And on the Evercade system, the blurb is thus. Step right up to the Cosmic Carnival Shooting Gallery. Demons to Diamonds is a shoot 'em up with somewhat complicated mechanics. It's not that complicated. Demons of two different colors march across the screen. Shooting demons whose color matches your laser will destroy them and cause a diamond to shoot across the screen. Shoot the diamond to score big points. If you shoot a demon whose color doesn't match your laser, they will turn into a skull that will fire deadly shots in both directions. Demons who reach the edge of the screen will switch colors and walk in the other direction. You need to think carefully before you fire. Use the Select Game Mode button to choose betwixt different difficulty levels and single-player and multiplayer modes. Modes 1 and 4 are single-player, while modes 2, 3, and 5, and 6 have two players squaring off across the field from each other to see who can score the most points. Let's try Demons to Diamonds right here on the Evercade. Let's see. Start it up. Oops. What color is it? Oh, okay. So. Oops. Oh, son of a... Wait, I need to shoot those guys. Yeah. Get out of the way. There we go. There's the diamond. So you shoot the red guy, diamond goes across, you get it. There we go. Gotta get those diamonds. Got the diamond. Got it. No. Up. 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 Oh, come on now. Oh, well, it spawned me right as the guy was shooting. That wasn't very fair. No fair. Yeah, I'll take that diamond from you. Take that right off your hands. There we go. Cleared the stage. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that at all. You don't want to hit the guys of the wrong color. Then you create more obstacles for yourself. More chances to die. Chances to be taken advantage of. Be made a fool of. Turn into a chucklehead. Yep, there we go. Nope, nope, wrong guy. Wrong guy. An interesting way about this game, something interesting about it, rather, is if you hold down the fire button, it makes your laser go up higher. I think that's kind of an advanced mechanic for this time, when this game came out. It's pretty interesting. You know, most of the time you'd think you just shoot your laser and it'd travel all the way up the screen. Not so in this one. If you tap the laser, it only goes that far. You see? But then to shoot the guy up at the top of the screen, you have to hold the laser down. Which I think is interesting. Maybe you don't, but I do. I think that's kind of an interesting mechanic. I had never encountered such a thing in such an old game. So that's Demons to Diamonds. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty good at that. I could probably sit here and play it for a while. So we'll get out of there. You've seen Demons to Diamonds. I like that one. It's a fun game. A fun shmup. Shoot 'em up. Next up, Desert Falcon for the 7800. And let me consult the manual to read you the Desert Falcon blurb here. Written in the Evercade manual is this: as a falcon flying over the desert and firing lightning from your beak, you might not think you have many problems in the world. That's until you encounter the first wave of enemies and realize just how much you have to face down. And here, the Evercade system blurb says this: Desert Falcon is an arcade-style isometric shoot-'em-up. The Pharaoh's great treasures are lost in the desert, and your goal is to steal as many as you can to earn points. The game features a scrolling, isometric point of view as you fly through the desert landscapes. The treasures you are after are guarded by creatures including vultures, warriors, flying fish, and more. At the end of each level, you will need to face a large howling sphinx before you can continue. You will occasionally see hieroglyphs in the sand. Several different power-ups can be gained by hopping over 3 of these hieroglyphs. You may become invincible, warp to the end of the level, earn extra points, create a decoy, or even get a bomb to destroy your enemies. Use the Select Game Mode button to select a difficulty level and choose betwixt one or two player modes. There you go. Let's try. From 1987. Standard mode, 1 player. There we go. Here we go. I've played this on the 2600, never on the 78. Kind of tough to tell. It's a little easier to tell where you are in space than on the 2600 version. 2600 version, it can be very, very difficult. to know where you are as far as your height and like, are you gonna crash into an enemy or not? Still kind of tough to see on this one. See how high up you are versus your enemies. So far I'm doing okay. Not awful. What is that, a skittering scarab? Oh. Taking out some decent enemies here. Now, I'm just not sure what the deal is with what happened there. I don't know what happened. Why did it, like, restart me? I don't know what just happened there. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not a big fan of Desert Falcon. I don't like it too much on the 2600 either. It's alright. But, you know. Alright. Enough of that. Haunted House. Some say that this is the very first survival horror game ever created. Haunted House on the 2600. Let me flip to page number 8 in my booklet. And this is what we have written down in that booklet. It says, surviving this house of horrors involves a good sense of direction and a lot of paying attention to where the ghost is. He is both relentless and determined He is both relentless and determined, as you will have to be. There's some missing punctuation here that's making this unpleasant to read. Let me try again. And some missing words, so I'll add in the ones that they need. He is both as relentless and determined as you are, and you will have to escape his clutches in this early survival horror that uses color and layout to distinguish one floor and room from another. And now then, the Evercade system blurb says this. Hidden throughout a haunted mansion are 3 pieces of a magical urn, and your goal is to enter the mansion and retrieve all 3 before you lose your 9 lives. The game is played from an overhead point of view, where you see only your eyeballs as you explore the 4 floors of the maze-like mansion. To make your mission even more difficult, there are various creatures wandering throughout. Tarantulas, giant vampire bats, and one fast-moving ghost will all cause you to lose a life if they touch you. As a defense against these creatures, a magical scepter can be found in the mansion, which will make you immune to its inhabitants. You can also find special keys that will allow you to unlock doors. You can only carry 1 item at a time, including the urn. At some point, you will have to face your fears if you want to escape. Use the Select Game Mode button to play more difficult and complicated variations of the game. Only the bravest of souls will be able to survive the ultra-challenging Game 9. Well, we're just going to try Game 1. I played a sort of updated version of this game right here on the channel. Had a playthrough of that. Haunted House that came with the Atari 50 Anniversary Collection that came out last year. So here we are, the eyeballs, and you can light things up to see if whoop. I think I just picked something up there, but I don't know what. What was that? Oh, is that the scepter? Do we have the scepter right now? What is that? I think in the... Uh-oh. What was that? Uh-oh. I've never made it all the way through this one. The old-fashioned one. And I bet if you had the instruction manual, you'd be able to get some explanation for what all these symbols are. When I was like swapping those items, I think the one was the scepter. I don't know what the other thing was. I wasn't able to see that. I mean, well, I could see it, but I wasn't able to make heads or tails of it. So this one you got to do some puzzling. I'd be more comfortable playing this if I had the instruction manual in front of me, and I don't. Or at least if I could look it up online, and I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not going to sit here and play through this whole thing. But that's, you know, that's that. That's Haunted House. All right, next up, Human Cannonball. Another 2600 game. Human Cannonball. On page 8. The instruction booklet says this: the life of a stuntman is never dull, and Human Cannonball makes it even more exciting and less dangerous for you. Shoot your pilot above the mark and get a high score by clearing the line while factoring in the degree of ascent and other factors. And the Evercade system blurb says, in Human Cannonball, your goal is to fire a man out of a cannon and have him land in a bucket of water. To do this, you need to adjust your cannon so the position, angle, and firing speed are just right. You score a point for each successful landing, and the game ends after 7 attempts. Several game variations are included, which allow you to have the position, angle, and speed all set by the player, or have one or more of these in a fixed position, or have one or more of these randomly set by the computer. If you wish to make the game more challenging, you can also set a moving wall in front of the bucket, which will make your timing more critical. Use the Select Game Mode button to switch between these variations, each of which can be played in single-player or two-player mode. Jorfer said everybody's sleepy in here. I'm not sleepy. I'm just fine. I'm just fine as I get ready to take on Human Cannonball. Let's start it up. So I set my position here. This looks like maybe the angle of the cannon. Did I get it? Yay, look at him. There he is. A little too high. I seem to remember hearing that in an earlier version of this game, there was going to be a wall that your guy got shot into. If you missed your target, he would hit a wall and like blood would splatter. Yes, for the 2600. They were going to do that. And then some of the higher ups saw the first version of the game and they were like mortified. And they're like, we can't put this out. We can't have a game where a guy goes flying through the air. You shoot a guy out of a cannon and he splats against a wall and blood explodes. I mean, look at this. Like, imagine that. But instead of what you just saw, it's like it was just a big bloody mess everywhere. I mean, it's only so graphic, right? But I guess for the time, they didn't want to do that. Yeah, you got him. Look at that. There we go. How am I not sleepy? Because I'm sitting here, you know, I'm live on the internet. Ouch. I guess that's is that like his body breaking apart? That's kind of, maybe they kind of were able to work that in at least. It's like, all right, well, if I can't have him explode into like a bloody mess, at least allow me to show his body parts like just all broken on the ground. Let me try and make that happen again on purpose. I'm just going to put this down as far as I can. Yeah, I think that's like his head and like a leg and maybe his torso. So they got a little violence in here. Oh, no. Sorry. It says ouch. Oh, you see, I see. It says ouch. But is that just like him laying on the ground right there? The head kind of raised up a little bit, and then the rest of his body is just stick straight along the grassy knoll. Do I drink a lot of coffee? I drink a fair amount of coffee, but I haven't had any since earlier today. Right now I'm drinking a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. I decided to go with beer this evening. I do love my coffee, though. I could drink coffee all day and all night. I love it. Big coffee guy. Now here we have Millipede, the sequel to Centipede. And in the instruction booklet, it says, a millipede might have more legs than anything else out there, but it also has an equal number of enemies as the invading insects overrun the land. You have to take them out while also avoiding getting caught up in a trap. An upgrade on Centipede in many ways. And, you know, I like Millipede. Hold on, let me read this. Here's the Evercade system blurb. The bothersome bugs are back. If you thought the Centipede was a pain in the neck, wait until you meet the Millipede. While it makes its way across the field at a greater speed than its predecessor, it also brings a bunch of nasty new friends with it. Inchworms, ladybugs, dragonflies, bees, earwigs, and mosquitoes join the returning spider in trying to ruin your day. You've upgraded your arsenal as well, fortunately. Blow up a DDT bomb by shooting it to earn extra points and create a cloud of bug-blasting death. Just when you think you've got a handle on things, a deadly swarm attacks. How long can you hold off these ghastly garden invaders? I guess we'll see. Now, I was saying and this is the 2600 version. See, when I was talking about Centipede and how much better the 7800 version looked compared to the 2600, this is more like what Centipede on the 2600 looks like. You know, you can see here, it's much blockier. You're not getting anything fancy. I mean, it's still pretty good. Ah, shit. I thought I had time. Whatever. Okay. Let me get these. I don't like it when you get in the game, it would be mushrooms. I don't like when the mushrooms come down this far. That makes it tough. Ah. There we go. Okay, we're starting to get those guys. There's a lot more going on in Millipede. And while many consider it an upgrade, I still prefer Centipede to Millipede. Not because Millipede's harder. I don't mind the difficulty. That's not a problem. I'm just saying there's something elegant in the simplicity of Centipede compared to Millipede. Just got myself a 1-up there. Oh it. Got the inchworm. Damn it. Ah, you son of a butt. The name of the game is just to keep moving. And keep... Oh, come on! I thought I got him. Down my last guy. There we are. Got a little potato man going across the screen there. Ah, shit. No good. No good. No good. No good. No! Well, I knew my goose was cooked on that one. Okay. Well, it's still fun. I still like it. I still enjoy Millipede. Pretty much any variation of it, any version, is going to be at least good enough for a few minutes of your time. But like Centipede, I could sit here and play this one for hours and not get bored. But I feel like that would be a boring stream, unfortunately. Unless I was going for like a high score or something. You know. Jorphus thinks that they had too many ideas in that one. Yeah, I think that it looks a bit more jumbled when you're playing the 2600 version. If you play the actual arcade version, or probably, I think there's probably a 7800 version, if you played an arcade version of Millipede, you'd see things fleshed out a little bit more. A little more separation in the different elements, so you can kind of keep track of what's happening on the screen a little easier. But still pretty impressive for that game to be ported over the 2600. Because it's not easy to do. Alright, Planet Smashers is next on the 7800. Planet Smashers, on page 10 of the booklet, they say this about Planet Smashers. Yeah, I would say that 2600 Millipede might be the harder version of the game, just because it is a bit more... I don't know if I want to say confusing, but maybe it's a little more overwhelming. That might be the right word. About the games, Planet Smashers. An arcade rail shooter that wants you to survive, but also thrive, as you obtain a high score from eliminating threats coming your way. Large, detailed sprites and an endless stream of enemies make Planet Smashers both classic and modern at the same time. Earthlings beware, alien starship attack. And then down here there's a tips section where they say, as you fire at cargo tokens, they will change color. Get 3 of the same color to speed to the end of each level. A and B fire. That's all. Okay. And then the Evercade system blurb is this. The Planet Smashers are on the way to our home planet. And with a name like that, you can be pretty sure that they aren't making a social call. Hop into your advanced starship and battle the enemy forces, blasting your way through all 7 waves of the aggressive invaders. Be careful not to let too much go past you, as the planet's shields can only hold out so long. Pick up items dropped by your foes to improve your odds. The only way to actually defeat a wave is by collecting 3 colored warp capsules in the correct order. Do that and you'll zip off for a one-on-one meeting with the boss of the wave, and they won't be happy to see you. Take them down and move on to the next wave. If you've got the guts and the skill, you might just save your home. Failure is not an option. Use the Select Game Mode button to choose between difficulty levels and single-player or 2-player modes. 2 players can choose to attack the Planet Smashers on different difficulty levels, but both players must be successful in their missions to complete the game. Good luck! Good luck! Let's try Planet Smashers from 1989 on the 7800. This copyright says 1990. 1 player. We'll just start it here. Get ready. And here we go. Looks like a little piece of candy. Oh. Oh, those are the things. Okay. Alright. Yeah. 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 Oh! Got ourselves an upgrade, I think. It looked like. Need another one of those little gems, or whatever they called it. We need it to be yellow. Darn it. Looking for a yellow one. Oh. Oh, the earth shield is diminishing a bit because I'm not doing a good enough job. I need this to be yellow. There. No, no. No! Damn it. All right, now I'm looking for a purple one. And I can only move that far up the screen. That far right there. I can't go up anymore. In case you were wondering. No, why did I do it again? Damn it! Alright. Get the candy. Alright, there's a purpley. Get out of the way. That's another one. I thought that some of these upgrades might, you know, give me like a upgraded shot better ammo, like a spread type of deal. Jorfus'S saw a space sperm. Yeah, I could see that. That might be what it is. Okay, let me... Purple. Purple. There we go. Okay. Like, what are these... What are the damn upgrades for? What are they doing? What does the W get me? It bothers me that my shot has not changed at all. Damn it. No. Oh my gosh. There's the space sperm. Back for more. This is a little harder than it looks. No, I couldn't get it in time. Gosh darn it. Kind of a shit show. My cloak. Got like a cloak upgrade. I don't like those guys. Come on! Alright, well, whatever. You know... No, not get ready. I don't hate it, but it's gonna take me a little longer to get used to than I would like to give it right now. So I'm gonna move on to radar lock. What's going on with radar lock? Let's see. Where are we going here? Page number 14 in the booklet to learn about radar lock. What'd you think of that one, Jorfus? Planet Smashers. Radar lock. About the game. In the booklet it says, a flight combat simulator that uses graphics similar to Solaris. The perfect title for the fighter pilot in all of us. Radar lock is high-speed action on the small screen. Jorfus said that he thought Planet Smashers was fun, but we have more games to check out. That's a good way of putting it. We can't spend too much time on any of these right now because there's still more to look at. But we got a good idea, I think, of basically what the gameplay's like. The basic gameplay loop. Radar lock. You're locked in fight-to-the-death air combat with the enemy. You may be outnumbered. Somehow you've been separated from your buddies, but this is far from your first mission. Still, the odds are against you. You've stumbled across a bomber and an entire fleet of escorters, and it's going to take every ounce of skill and stamina to get out of this mess alive. Fly through 5 white-knuckle missions of air-to-air combat, using your radar to find your targets and shoot them out of the sky. There's no time to rest, so you'll have to refuel mid-flight between missions. The aircraft you'll face in each mission get tougher and tougher, so you'll need to step up appropriately. Fight well, and you may just make it home in one piece. Use the Select Game Mode button to choose between single-player and two-player modes. In two-player mode, one player will fly the aircraft while the other will control the weapon system. Teamwork is the key. Well, we're just playing with ourselves this evening. On radar lock. From 1989. Another game late in the life cycle of the Atari 2600. So here we go. About to take off. Look at there. Look at it there. Jetting off into the sky. Whoa. Now it's pretty crazy when you think to yourself that this game, released for the Atari 2600, was even possible. Because the Atari 2600, of course, was made to play Pong and Combat. And here you're looking at like you know, this is like a 3D shooter. I don't think when that system was first created, anyone ever had any idea that one day they would see a game quite like this. So, while by today's standards, of course, it's not the most technically advanced game when you compare it to a game like Pong. It's pretty incredible. So I don't know where I'm supposed to go here. Not sure what I'm looking for. Just supposed to take out all the enemies. There's a guy. Kind of reminds me of Top Gun a little bit. Do I need to refuel now? Is that what's going on? I can't shoot anything right now. Guns, guns. What are we trying to do here? Not quite sure what they want me to do. Okay. There you go. Well, graphically that's pretty impressive for the 2600. I'll give it that. And, you know, seems like pretty fun, but I don't know what I was supposed to do next. I'd have to look into that. Alright, Real Sports Tennis is next up here. Real Sports Tennis. Let me check out our booklet here for Real Sports Tennis. Page 9 in the booklet. And they say this. You can leave it all on the tennis court in this real-world simulation of the popular gentleman's game from legendary designer Sean W. Hennessy. Even if you're not a fan of the game, the basic mechanics, which resemble Pong, will keep you playing for years. Alright. Well, maybe I'll be playing this one in 2050. What are we saying about this game here on the Evercade blurb? Real Sports Tennis is a tennis game for 2 players or 1 player against a computer. The game follows standard tennis rules and allows you to hit forehand or backhand shots to all areas of the court, as well as serves and lobs. The type of shot you use will depend on whether your player is moving towards the net with a hard hit, away from it with a lob, or standing still, a normal shot. Your player will swing the racket automatically, so you just need to worry about your positioning. You can play a game of singles or doubles, and multiple skill levels are included. Use the Select Game Mode button to switch between these various modes. Let's give it a shot, please! So that's interesting. In this tennis game, we don't have to worry about 1 player fast. What are we doing here? Alright, here we go. They're saying we don't have to worry about timing like a hit. We just have to be in the right spot to hit the ball. So in that case, it's similar to Pong. You're just trying to get your guy to the right spot. Okay. Got him? Yeah, this is... This is actually more impressive than I thought it was going to be. A bad tennis game is usually really bad. And I was expecting it to be kind of bad. But this is pretty good. This is fun. I could see myself having a real good time playing this against a buddy. You know, I've got a friend, my buddy Jason is a huge tennis fan. I think we'd have a good time with this one. Oh, did I miss that? What the heck? Was I too far away from it? That must be. But it's an interesting choice to just say to the player, look, we'll hit the ball for you. You just get your guy to the spot on the court that he needs to get to in order to make the hit. We'll take care of the swing. We'll make sure the ball bounces. We'll get that thing over the net for you. and you're going to have a real good time. You're not going to be tasked with trying to make, you know, a pixel perfect connection by tapping your button at the right time. Because I think that's what I was worried about. I was trying to imagine what kind of pain in the ass it was going to be in order to get the timing right, to actually make the hit. But, you know, this is, Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well, there you go. There's tennis. That's fun. I would recommend that one. Real Sports Tennis. If you're looking for an old school tennis game, you can't go wrong with that one. Not even John McEnroe would dare throw that game across the court. I think he'd love it. Even if he lost, he wouldn't throw it across the court. He'd say, you know what? I'm mad, but I'm also kind of happy. If you split my face up, if you look at this half, I got a smile on it. The other half's got a frown because I lost, but the other half is smiling because it's fun. That's what he would do. If he had a full frown, then he'd probably pick the game up and he'd toss it across the court like he famously tossed his tennis racket all those times. Hothead McEnroe. But he wouldn't toss Real Sports Tennis. He would play it some more because he liked it. So there you go. Jorfer said he thinks that he was more focused on the game than hearing me. Well, that's fine. That's what we're here to do. We're here to show off some games. My commentary, you know, is really secondary. I don't know if that's the right way to look at it as an entertainer and a YouTuber. A lot of guys probably think, well, I got to make sure that people are paying attention to me, not the games. You can pay attention to whatever you want to. I wouldn't blame you for paying closer attention to the games because these are classic games, by gosh. Why do you think they included these on this cartridge here all these years later? It's because they're classics. They want people to play them. Because people in the past played them and they were captivated by them. They want to share that captivation with you. Solaris on the 2600. In the booklet it says this: one of the most impressive visual experiences on the Atari 2600. This space fighter has you flying across the surfaces of exotic planets and shooting down enemy fighters as they encroach upon you. Revolutionary for its time, Solaris's graphics are as avant-garde today as they were then. The landscapes are not only alien and deadly, but also beautiful. Of course, having a compelling game tying it all together just seals the deal where Solaris is concerned. So they're making a big deal about the graphics in Solaris from 1986. And on the Evercade blurb on the system, it says, the Xylons are back and are attempting another takeover of the galaxy. Your goal is to destroy all of the Xylon fighters you encounter, rescue cadets that are trapped on Xylon planets, and to find the planet Solaris to protect it from the Xylons. Your spaceship is equipped with a galactic map which can be used to warp to different sectors. It shows the location of Xylon squadrons, enemy planets, Federation starbases, wormholes, clusters of stars, and the planet Solaris, if you can find it. Warp around the galaxy and battle the Xylons to keep them from attacking bases and planets. Watch your fuel. When it gets low, you'll need to warp to a base to refuel. When flying over a Xylon planet, you will see your cadets on the surface. Rescue them all, and you'll receive bonus points and an extra ship. Can you locate Solaris and drive off the Xylons once and for all? I don't know. I'll try. We'll try. We'll see what we can do in this impressive visual feast, they say. Copyright 1986 from D. Neubauer. This looks similar to Planet Smashers. Oh, so we're Oh, look at that. Whoa, look at this. So we were cruising along the surface of a planet, then we blasted off into outer space, and now where are we trying to go? We're gonna jump soon. Where are we trying to go? I don't know what all these symbols are for. Let's go to this one, right here. Look at that. Yeah, this is similar to Planet Smashers, but is definitely... Oh, look, there's a guy. That's what yeah, they were talking about. You gotta pick up your fellas when you see them on the surface. How'd that do it? Like... I wasn't trying to leave. I didn't want to do that. Okay, well, I guess maybe I'll go back here. Oh, uh-oh. I'm a little foggy on what I'm trying to do here. So we got some enemies. I guess these are the Xylons. Oh. He's trying to escape me. I think that was a big Xylon ship. Okay, where am I supposed to go? This is just a little confusing. I'm trying to figure out... Oh, hold on. And it seems like my controls have become reversed, and I don't know why that is. I don't know what I did to make that happen. It seemed like after I blew up that box on that planet that I went to, my controls became reversed. I don't know what that's all about. Now they want me to jump somewhere else. Looks like I have 2 stair steps of fuel. Well, okay. Look, I'll say it's impressive. Very impressive visually, but without a little bit more in-depth instruction manual, I'm going to have to put that one on pause. I'm going to have to come back to that one some other time, because when I was looking at that map, you had those little symbols, and it's like, well, what is that? And then they took me to that planet, and I saw my guy running, and it's like, oh, okay, I remember that. They said you got to pick up your fellas when you see them on the planets, but I only saw one of them, and then I blasted a box, and then it shot me in outer space, and my controls were reversed. So it was like, what's going on here? That's the problem with some of these games, is like, they are impressive. They really got a lot out of the system. They pushed the system to its limits, but they're not necessarily the types of games you just pick up and start playing and it's very intuitive. It's not like sitting down and playing Pong, or even sitting down and playing, Centipede, where it's just pew, pew, pew. You're shooting, you see the shit's coming after you, you dodge it, and you shoot stuff. With that, you got the map, you got the symbols, you got the guys you got to collect, you got the bases. What if I had to refuel? I don't know how to do that. They just said you need to refuel, but I don't know how you go about refueling. So I would need an actual instruction manual, I think. All right, cool game though. Maybe I'll check it out for real on my actual 2600 sometime. I would pick that up. I would buy a copy of that to have on cartridge, and then hopefully get a copy that came with the instruction manual, or at the very least look it up and see what's going on, see what's what. Next up, Sprint Master on the 2600. In the instruction booklet it says, racing an RC car around a track in endless loops might not sound like the most complex gameplay mechanic, and it isn't. But don't underestimate just how fun it is. The red car and the blue car vie for dominance on a black circle, and only one can be crowned winner, while the other is inevitably a loser. Let's see what we got here. From the Evercade system blurb. Sprint Master is an action racing game played from an overhead perspective. The first of 2 drivers to race around the track for the required number of laps wins. A bonus will sometimes appear in the roadway. Collect these to increase your car's traction or gain a temporary speed boost. Other obstacles, such as oil slicks, may also appear in the roadway, which will cause you to lose control and speed. There are 9 different tracks with varying levels of difficulty to race on, and you can select blacktop, dirt, or ice surfaces for each. Some nice little options there. You can also choose how many laps the race will be and whether cars will bounce or crash when they hit an obstacle. Go it alone against a computer opponent or grab a friend for some serious racing action. Let's try. Jorfa said, let's see if we have another car game winner. Let's see. We'll keep it on bounce for now. And okay, 4 laps. Let's just do this kind of basic looking one right here. Blacktop, dirt, ice. Let's play on ice, that sounds fun. And it looks neat too. Where am I? I'm right there. Oh boy, look at me bounce. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Up, up. Oh. Oh, oh no. Oh no, man. That's pretty tough. He's gonna lap me. Just don't get lapped. Ah, he's the winner. Gosh darn it. Fine. Oh, they want me to finish, do they? Alright. Well, it's tough, Jorfus. That's a tough game. We'll try again. Oh, get back on the damn thing there. There we go. Oh, come on. Pick it up. Up, come on. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. No, 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 no. No, come on. We up. Oh, traction. What is that? Come on. Hey, I won it that time. There we go. All right, I redeemed myself. That's pretty fun. Good job. Good game. Solid game right there. And plenty more tracks and different surfaces that you can race on, but I thought the blue looked nice. It was just nice visually to look at. Very slippery though. And let's go with another street racing game. This one's called Street Racer. If I can find this in my booklet first. You know I've got to do it. I got to find it in the booklet. That's part of the fun. You're not going to get this anywhere else. You're going to get a bunch of other YouTubers who are saying, hey, here's Street Racer. Let's play it. How many people are going to take the time to read the blurb from the booklet? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm giving all of you. That's what I'm offering you here tonight and every Evercade stream. About the game. Racing on the streets happens to be a very dangerous thing, but as a street racer, you're used to that kind of thing in this minimalist rendition of the popular motorsport. Blazing fast speeds and roads packed with more competitors than you can imagine. Street Racer is classic arcade fun from the legendary Larry Kaplan and Atari. And the Evercade blurb says, Street Racer is an action racing game for 1 to 4 players played from an overhead view. The screen is split into 2 lanes, one for each player. The game has a 2-minute and 16-second time limit. Very precise. And your goal is to earn as many points as possible by the end. In addition to the basic racing version, several other variations are also included that allow you to control a skier, a fighter jet, and more. Modes 1, 7, 13, 15, 17, and 19 and 21 are for 1 player. Modes 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22 and 25 allow 2 players to race. For 3 players, choose modes 3, 9, 23, and 26, and full 4 players can enjoy modes 4, 6, 10, 12, 24, and 27. Wow! Wow! That's one of those deals where having the booklet, like a full instruction manual, would be very handy. So you wouldn't have to, like, refer back to this screen every time that you wanted to know what's going on with the game modes. You got your friend there with you. Which modes can we play? Which ones for 2 players? I don't know. I have to go back and look at the thing again. I guess you could take a picture too. In this day and age, you could just take a Polaroid picture. Have the Polaroid right next to you. All right, let's try Street Racer from 1977. All right, one. I guess we get. Oh, we crashed. Oh, these guys, they're tricky. It looks like you're nice and good. Oh, and then you're not. They start swerving around. Up. Up. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. How are we gonna do? Up. We're in the lead right now. Can we keep it up? You never know. It's like they swerve at the last minute. And it's tricky, and you can't seem to get out of the way once you get your speed up to a certain shit. I don't even know. I can't imagine how this would play out in real life. Like, what's going on here? How are these guys doing this? Why are they swerving so much? Why would you do this? Why would you go out on the road and act this way? Why would you drive like such an irresponsible schmuck? What are these guys doing? What are they doing in their automobiles while they're driving? They eating burgers? They eating big messy burgers while they're driving? They got sauce dripping, pickles falling down in between their seats. They're trying to dip their fries in milkshakes, losing track of the road, not knowing where they're going. What a catastrophe. What an awful pile of shit. Every one of these guys should have their license taken away, if you ask me. Driving like just absolute, just boners. They might as well be a big boner in the car trying to drive. That's about how effective they are at driving here. Not good. I think we're coming up on the end. Can we get to 75? Not like that. Not with that kind of driving on the road. Ah, we got to 74. Well, that was a nice solid, W there. Jorfus wants to know why they look like bench presses. Well, I suppose because you could only get, this is very early on in the life cycle of the 2600. So even making this happen was probably a feat for the time. And then as the system, marched forward in time, you had developers coming in who are able to stand on the shoulders of giants, as they say, building on the successes and the discoveries of past developers, making new and incredible, impressive improvements. Video Arcade Submarine Commander is next. And let me read you what it says here in the booklet about this one. Sinking ships isn't as easy as you might think, and surviving underneath the water is equally difficult. Such is the life of a submarine commander, and you'll have to master both offense and defense in order to come out of the water alive in this classic. Let's take a check at this one. First, reading the blurb from the Evercade system. You are at the helm of a submarine equipped with radar, sonar, depth charge indicators, torpedoes, and fuel and temperature gauges. As commander of the submarine, you must sink as many enemy ships as you can before you run out of fuel. Once your fuel level reaches 0, the game is over. Move your periscope to find targets, then launch your torpedoes with careful timing. Watch out for enemy depth charges. Use the select game mode button to choose your desired skill level, with higher modes being more challenging. Modes 1, 3, 5, and 7 are single-player modes, while modes 2, 4, 6, and 8 allow 2 players to play. Torpedoes away! Let's see what we say about this game. Let's try to see if we can shoot the things that are... So we got that. Did a good job there. Is that what we do? Are we doing it right? No, you gotta... Can I follow these guys? Oh! Move back this way. Oh, nope. Move back this way. Nope. 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 Okay, we sunk a couple there. Got those guys down. Why can't I go after those guys? Yep. Huh? I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Doesn't seem quite right. My score seems to... What is that? I don't know. I mean, I've made a few hits. I connected a few times. I've sunk a few guys. Sunk some of these ships. But is there like a certain number that I'm trying to go for here? What's... Up! Got him. It doesn't seem like using my periscope makes much of a difference. That's what I'm wondering about here. Like, is there a certain number of ships that I'm trying to sink, or... Oh no, okay. Well, there's Submarine Commander. Not awful, but I just, yeah. Okay. Next up is Wizard. Booklet says this. Surviving this labyrinth might take more than just powerful magic. You'll also need your wits, as the enemies grow ever more in number and get more aggressive with each passing moment. This was an unreleased prototype from 1980, which eventually became available in 2005. Wizard on the VCS. Evercade Arcade System says this. Originally created in 1980, Wizard went unreleased until 2005. You play as a wizard from Errata and must do battle with imps who have stolen the eternal flame of strength. The wizard is faster than the imp, but the imp can pass through walls and fire at a faster rate than the wizard. The imp is invisible unless it is in the wizard's line of sight, but a thumping heartbeat will sound as the wizard gets closer to the imp. The winner is the one who deals 100 points of damage to the other first. Use the select game mode button to switch between single player and two-player mode. In two-player mode, one player controls the wizard while the other controls the imp. May the best fighter win. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, let's, here we go. What? Is that the imp? I thought the imp would look like a guy. What? What are you doing? I am... Huh. What in the world? Why does it seem like I can shoot? What am I waiting for here? My wizard can't shoot for shit. I know they said that... I know they said the imp could shoot faster, but... like, I can't even shoot at all. What am I doing? What... Why was I only able to shoot like one time and then never again? What is up with that? Oh, that's fire, isn't it? Is my shooting really that slow? I don't understand. I don't get it. If I hold down the fire button, it does that. You get that doodle 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 doodle. I'm guessing it's like charging up my power or something, but I mean, he can just blast my ass as soon as I'm in his line of sight. So how do you get around that? What's the deal? I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'm missing something with that one, but I don't know. I don't get it. All right, finally, Yar's Revenge. Yar's Revenge. Let me find it here. Page 3. The booklet says this. The Yars are under attack, and the Razak system needs you to help save them from imminent destruction in this shooter that combines that 360-degree playfield mechanics of Asteroids with mechanics akin to Breakout and other classics. Nibble the shield and create your missile. Once you have a missile queued up, get ready to fire to send the enemy into oblivion. And finally, the Evercade blurb. Take control of an insectoid Yar as it seeks to destroy the Kotile. Break a path through the Kotile's shield, charge up the Zorlon cannon, and time your shot to destroy the enemy. Watch out for the pursuing destroyer missile. Hide in the neutral zone if you have to, but beware. The Kotile will occasionally transform into a swirl and launch itself at you. Not even the neutral zone will protect you if the swirl touches you. Charge the Zorlon cannon by nibbling the Kotile's shield or by touching the Kotile itself. Make sure you get out of the way of the Zorlon cannon when you fire it, as it will destroy you just as easily as it will the Kotile. Use the select game mode button to play variations of the game with more challenge. Even numbered modes are for one player, while the odd numbered modes allow two players to alternate play. Challenge Ultimate Yars by playing modes 6 and 7 for the highest test of your skills. So here we go. 1982, Yar's Revenge by Howard Scott Warshaw, who wrote a fantastic book, an autobiography that I would recommend anyone out there reading. Yar's Revenge here. Perhaps his, well, I wouldn't say. His most well-known game is one that is fairly infamous. The creator of this game also created the E.T. game for Atari. Many believe that to be one of the worst games ever made. And he has gladly accepted that. He's got a good spirit about it. He has accepted that with good humor. And he's a very, very likable, personable guy. I've actually had the pleasure of emailing back and forth a few times with him when I was asking for some tips and just some words of advice when it comes to programming 2600 games. And so I had the great pleasure of actually speaking to him on several occasions, and he's a fantastic dude. What would you say? Just a guy who radiates good cheer and mirth, you know? Anyway, this game right here is perhaps my favorite game on the Atari 2600, so looking forward to playing it just now. It does have the droning sound going on there, so let me... Oh, shit. I forgot to clear those out first. If this is too loud, please let me know, and I can fix that. Ah, you shit. There we go. If I can get him when he's in ball form, I get extra points. Oh, shit! Damn it. I tried to get fancy boy with it, and it didn't work. Missed him. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna let him ball up again. Go ahead. Man, I don't have my timing down. Got him. There you go. Okay. Let's go. LFG, as they say. Jorphus got jump scared. Well, everyone's entitled to a good old jump scare every now and again. Nothing wrong with that. Just kind of clear this stuff out a little bit. Got him. There we go. This game's just so satisfying. You know? You got that just badass... Oh, shit. Damn it. I lost track of him. Man. Get in here. A hit! A perfect hit. I'll take it. You gotta watch out for his little buddy, you know? That'll get ya. See, when you're in this safe zone right here, he can't do anything. His buddy can't do anything to you. Nothing to worry about. But when you wander out, that's a different story. Then you gotta watch yourself. You gotta protect your neck. Still don't feel confident enough to try taking him out when he's all balled up. I've done it before, but I haven't played this for a little while, so... Ah, too late. That was late. That was garbage. That was a garbage attempt. Let's see. Come on. When are you gonna switch it up here? Oh, for fun's sake. I'll try and clear a little bit more out. He's gonna do his transformation soon. There it is. Alright, now I can probably get him. I think I can get him now. If I can put it in the right damn spot. There we go. Nope. Overshot it. Oh, bullshit. Alright, well. There we go. Okay. Well, we'll get out of there. That's about 2 hours worth of streaming on the Evercade system. We made it through every single game in the Atari Collection number 2. We got I don't know. We got a good look at some of them. We got a glancing look at others, but the fact of the matter is we played every single game on this cartridge, and we had a good time doing it. Or at least I did. You know. Atari Collection 2 on the Evercade. Highly recommend this collection. There's a lot of good stuff on here. You know, if you sat down, any number of these games you could play for hours on end, in my opinion. I could sit down here, if I didn't have anything going on, I say, you know what? I just want to do a little classic gaming today. I'm going to get myself a 6-pack of something nice. Maybe some Rolling Rock. Maybe I'll get myself a 6-pack of Heineken. Maybe a 6-pack of Sam Adams. I'm going to sit down and do some classic gaming and not worry about the outside world. You could do that, and you could just play Centipede for several hours. Or you could have a buddy come over and you could play some tennis together. Or you could see who can get the high score on Millipede or Yar's Revenge. Or you could race each other in Sprint Master. I mean, any of these games are gonna... Even some of the ones I, didn't know what was going on. I could say, today, I would like to figure out how to play Planet Smashers. Or I would like to figure out how to actually play through Solaris. And even if I didn't have the physical booklet, I could find it online. I could find an explanation that would let me know how to actually play that game properly. So, yeah, man. What a great deal. And, of course, with the Evercade system, all these carts, the games are right there for you. The games are right there to play. They're not going anywhere. You don't have to be connected to the internet to access your Atari Collection 2 on the Evercade. You own that damn cartridge. It's yours. No one's taking it away from you. You don't have to log into any account. A bad storm is not going to keep you from playing it if your internet goes out. Of course, if it knocks the power out, that's a different story. Maybe you have a generator. Then you could still play it. But you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the Evercade's a great system because it's a throwback to a time when all these games were purchased and then owned and could be gone back to at your own leisure. When it comes to these digital games, I mean, heck, we might be in the midst of the final physical cartridge era. Cartridge/discs. The PS5, the Series X, and the Switch. These might be the last systems where we even have an opportunity to purchase physical copies of the games. Half the time it doesn't matter because you get the disc and you pop it in. The first thing it does is inform that you gotta download a 5 to 10 to 20 gig update, a day one patch because they didn't have it all the way finished. That's bullshit. But Evercade taking us back to when you buy the game, you pop it in, it's ready to go. Jorphus is giving this collection 850 Mr. Jorphuses out of a possible 1,000 Mr. Jorphuses. And I'm going to do the same. 850 Superdivorce'S out of a possible 1,000 Superdivorce'S for Atari Collection 2 on the Evercade system. So that's that for now. There you go. Bob's your uncle, as they say. When I leave this stream, I'm going to capture some more footage for a review that I'm working on, in the footage gathering phase of that review right now. That's what I'm going to get up to. Maybe about another hour or so for me. So I'm going to mosey on out of here. I'm going to scoot doodle doot. Before I do, though, I must ask you, if you've not done so, to please sub to the channel. Bong the gong for notifications so you know when new videos go live, so you know when I go live with streams like this. Comment below if you got anything. Any questions, concerns, requests, anything at all. Maybe it's not game related. Any of your comments can be placed in the comments section. The comments section is your oyster. So crack it open, slam it down your throat, and wash it down with a nice frosty mug of cocktail sauce. Like this video. Follow me on Twitter, X, at Superdivorce, on Instagram at SuperDivorceBand. And I play music from time to time. If you want to check out some Superdivorce tunes, you can do so on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. Wherever you stream your horse shit, you can find Superdivorce. Just type in Superdivorce, click on the song you're choosing, and see what you think. And if you don't like it, then just try another one. And if you don't like that one, you can try another one. And you can do that again and again until you find one you do like, because I believe that there's a little something there for everybody in the Superdivorce catalog. Give it a shot, please. To all of the chatty Cathys who stopped by the chat tonight and sent messages and tidings and shared stories of their lives and how their love lives were going and all these kinds of things, thank you for making the experience more lively and more vibrant and vital. Thank you for being here. Thank you. As usual, thank you for making things more fun and more interactive. And all the people who may have stopped by and just kind of watch from afar. You know, if we're over here chatting at the town square, dancing around the bonfire, enjoying festivities, you guys, you lurkers, you're off, you're across a field at the tree line. You're staring into the village and you're watching this take place, and you know, maybe you're entertained, maybe you're curious about what it would be like to get involved, to jump into the chat in the future. And if you are, I invite you cordially, jump into the chat sometime. It's there for you. It's yours. It's your chat. Stop by. You're welcome. But if you don't want to, if you want to keep lurking, that's fine too. I'm not going to yell at you for doing so. I just want you to know that you're invited. That's all. And that's it. So until next time, everyone, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.